Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Former two-time heavyweight title contender Kubrat Pulev said he wants to fight for the title of champion once again. The Bulgarian veteran hopes that if he wins a rematch with Dereck Chisora, he will have a chance to fight with the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF belts, Alexander Usyk, who in his opinion will defeat Anthony Joshua for the second time. I'm sure about the fight with Chisora, but my dream is the world title. After this fight, I will fight for the title of champion. I think Joshua will lose to Usyk because he lost in their first fight. This time he will definitely lose. How will I be Dereck Chisora? Very good, strong and good, Kubrat Pulev said in an interview. Recall that Usyk and Joshua will have a rematch on August 20 in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, Pulev's rematch with Chisora will take place on July 9th in London. Former world heavyweight champion Hasim Rahman believes that WBC title holder Tyson Fury will not return to the ring if Alexander Usyk defeats Anthony Joshua. I think the chances of Fury returning for the sake of a fight with the winner of the Usyk-Joshua fight are 50-50. I think he will fight Joshua, but I don't think he will fight Usyk. If Usyk wins, then Tyson will stay away. He doesn't want to fight him. Usyk presents a wide range of problems that Fury doesn't want. Alexander is a boxer and Tyson likes to box and be an elusive guy. He likes to exhaust heavyweights. With Usyk, he will not do this. Everything will be the opposite. I think Fury doesn't want such problems. He wants to preserve his legacy. It seems to me that Usyk will destroy his legacy, Rahman said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. You can support my channel by sending me a donation of $2. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Former world champion David Haye doesn't rule out that Anthony Joshua will end his career if he loses to the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight division title holder Alexander Usyk for the second time. If Joshua doesn't win, then I'm not sure he wants to stay in sport, where he knows he's not the best. He was interrupted by a man Anthony knows he can beat. If Joshua does everything right, but Usyk still beats him. If Joshua does everything right, but Usyk still beats him, then I don't know if there will still be something left for him in boxing. Joshua is a winner in life. I don't know what he will do next if he loses again. Anthony believes that he has all the physical abilities necessary to defeat Usyk. I think so too. So with the right plan for the fight, he can win. David Haye is confident that Anthony Joshua will not be able to perform worse in a rematch with Alexander Usyk than in their first fight. I think this time Joshua's performance can't be worse than in the first match. If we talk about tactics and the plan for the fight, it was his worst performance. I'm sure Robert Garcia won't do it again. Change is good. It's different methods, faces and voices. It doesn't matter who said what before the first fight and what plan he approached it. Joshua just needs to win this fight to return to the top of the world, said David Haye. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.